Hello, everyone in the Omega group, program, whatever. Today we're going to talk about faith. And faith could be following your gut, taking leaps, taking risks. If that word has a resistance to it because of past religious stuff, then just use leaping or using your gut or whatever word you want to use. I like faith, but I don't have a religious background that's corrupted me, so I don't have to worry about it. And my mom got me this shirt from Greece, Rhodes. It's pretty cool, huh? Anyways, I want to show up the shirt. Anyways, faith. So faith is the most important thing. Or leaping or following your gut. It's just intuition. Following a hunch. There's a quote from The Game of Life, which I love. Read that book, The Game of Life. You can download it for free, I think, on a PDF. And it says, always trust a hunch. And I totally agree. Whenever I follow a hunch, it works out, even though it scares my mind. So when I follow a hunch, my mind goes, don't do that. Say when I said, make this group $20 only, my mind was like, don't do that. Are you going to lose a lot of money? It's too much. You're giving too much. And now my hunch was do it. So I kept on doing it. My hunch says go on a walk. I go on a walk even though I'm tired. If my hunch says do this, and I'm not perfect by any means and always follow my hunches, but I know at least that it works out. I mean, I one time lived in my car and I didn't know, and I just went and lived in a campsite, and I didn't know where I was going to get food. I didn't know how it was going to work. I didn't know where I was going to end up after I lived in the campsite. It's not like I had a plan, and I had one of the magical travel adventures of my life. And the reason is because I went on faith. I would travel across the country with $200, and people would text me to meet them somewhere on the way I was going. Like, it was bizarre. And these people didn't text me almost ever. And even I got to Portland, and I was working Uber at the time, and they told me, oh, you won't be able to work Uber for a week. And I was like, it'll work out somehow. I'm here. And then my app just worked right away, and I was able to make money that I needed to make. And when I got to San Francisco, I walked out of my car and there's $20 laying on the ground. And I started tarot reading in parks and made money that way and got all the money I needed. And I don't live that life now, but it made me realize how much the universe is going to take care of me if I leap. And I even had a job in San Francisco, and I made like $300 in a weekend at a music festival that I wanted to go to anyways. And it was just fun. So when we follow our hearts and follow our guidance, it always works out for us. And the reason is because you're leaping, you're having trust. It's just trust. It's trust in the universe. It's trust that you'll be supported. Trust that things will work out. Promise you, magical things will happen that are unexpected when you're following your guidance. When you're following that, and if it's your commitments you're making, you're following that. That's a hunch. Hey, I need to be single for 3 to 6 months. Mostly 6 months. I need to be by myself. My mind is like, no, why don't you want to have freedom? Don't you want to have options? I'm like, no, my heart, my hunch is this would be the best for me. I don't know what's going to happen on the other side of that 6 months. I can guess. I've not eaten solid food for 6 days. I've eaten soup and drank smoothies. I don't know what's going to happen on the other side of this, but I chatted for an hour for the first time. Maybe that was related. I needed to clear my body and to channel, but I didn't know when I did this would happen. And that's following a hunch, not knowing the result, but doing the next step. And how our heart works is it goes with the next step. The next step we have to take. It's not going to tell you if you take this step, you're going to get here. That's a how-to mind teaching, which is not bad. But a hard teaching is what's the next thing to do? Make the group $20. What's the next thing to do? Make more videos. What's the next thing to do? Make guided meditations. And when you meditate for an hour today, these hunches will come and follow them. Follow the hunches. This morning, I did a meditation, and I thought I was going to go this healing thing, and my hunch said, don't be around a lot of people today. Don't do that. Don't drive all the way downtown Denver. You don't really want to do that. And I'm like, no, I don't. Stay close to home. And I like that. That feels good to me because it's good for the environment, me not to drive 30 minutes there and back. Like, a lot of things feel good about that. But then other things showed up that I didn't expect because I didn't do this other thing. But that's why meditating in the morning, doing Kai Legos, don't structure your day, meditate, and your day will structure itself. And follow the hunches that come through in the meditations. And things will happen that you can't even believe. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.